So, I get scared that I can't post any tidbit of fucking information. But I love the greatest, like, hoking ever of Canada is that, oh, I mean, the language is English or French. Yeah, it's like English in this region, and then you go to Quebec and it's French. It's pretty classic. It's pretty good. Kids so fucking much. And she is my kid, and I can tell because I went through all this time with Kobe's kids and Melissa's kid when they're like the older ones. And I was like, oh my god, you guys are making me laugh so hard I'm crying. No, it's like now it's jerking tears, which is Jamaican, which makes more sense because I'm a raghead and I'm a Jamaican albino, Rastafari albino, a Jamaican descent is what I meant to say. Truly a native to like, and the most commonly throughout our family heritage, and the Black Crowfoot Native, most native to Canada natives. Biggest tribe too. 3 families per 3 sections. And the first, as a whole, to quit being tribes because that's king, right? Yeah, so. I don't know if I can hold my mind very well these days. I've been joking and joking, and the jokes just seem to just not get any better. And then all of a sudden, it's like, why can't I buy 2 of everything I have? You know, like bath product shopping, the same store too many times, like the same idea of thing, and the Dollar Tree. And I think I'm actually kind of losing my mind. Part of it, at least. I say like a max a part of it. And I get like weird, like maybe I'm losing weight, but it's for some reason the bubbles of losing weight that you feel and the girdling, like tightening of your skin and everything, loosening at the same time. What is that like? Let's do our skin diagram. I'm all rusty. I've kind of been asking so often that I never want to go back. That I may never get to go back. I don't want to talk about work. That's really killing me. I shouldn't even be talking about it. I don't know yet. Well, I wrote a really good, and I think I just shared it to Facebook. It's really long though. I don't know. Read my journal input. That's like super wordy and like good vocabulary too, and like big vocabulary, wordy. It's wordy. That's Jamaican, but I don't even think about the word right. Is what pisses me off. Think of it like wordy, but it's wordy. wordy. For it to be Jamaican. I've never been able to spell it right, I guess. Not till too many thoughts later. I've never met Matthew Hennessy off of the armed forces shit, and then he invites us to his house to employ us. And he said that he wanted to employ his bosses and be the bosses of his employers, employees, or what? I gotta let myself relax. That I can talk, whatever. I should just let it go. Stop looking at my mouth when I'm talking in the camera. Anyway, and we did have a lot of advice. I definitely did too. Spend another $1,000 a day for like 5 days, so like $5,000, and move your plumbing. That was what I said. Bravely, nobody ever wants to spend money, but I don't even know how you have money, man, because money. I'm getting switched. I could teach Jamaican if you just listen to me breaking up between English and Jamaican. The kids will learn. Probably better than I ever did. One of them, at least. I don't mean that shit. No. And then your phone was texting all this like information like to Melissa's phone. That's fine, like you're texting information to Melissa's phone. But it was like a way it was being sent too soon. Unless you're texting on a computer, right? That's scary. I don't fucking hate that guy at all, not Matthew Hennessy. No, I don't know him well enough to even if I did. Drew Byron is just pacing his way through life, and he came over after he got in a car accident. And I was just like, Mom, I know this ankle is fucked up. Like, do you think this ankle is fucked up? And he was so emaciated. So he broke some bone marrow. Made him look like he was really skinny. Really fast. They just sucked him in. I kind of always did like Drew. But no excuses. I wasn't too young to know anything. It's just he doesn't want kids, and then he bugs me that he's gonna have kids when he's older. And then he acts like that's a lie too. I'm just like, you are scared of everybody, and I don't fucking blame you. Because what happened is he's a cop, and he had somebody arrested, like going to prison. Somebody smashed into him while he was flooring it to go through the lights. They were coming. They made him hit something really hard when he was going fast. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't really want kids. That really fucking terrifying. People argued with me. You're not in the armed forces because you just don't care, but you're not going to care about life after your mom and dad pass away. And I was like, you're really smart. I'm like, no, like really, I don't have to do it. It's still an option. I'm really smart. I'm not really that pretentious. No, like, I don't want to waste my time being out cold intentionally. So intentionally, like if it was an accident, I'd be like, kind of like, rock on, dude, I'll be okay. I've never been hurt that bad ever. So that hurt like a fucking son of a fucking hailstorm wet bitch or something. It fucking hurt in ways that like it just went in you and then straight up. Barely noticed the in, but it just went straight out. It was like electrocution. The worst kind. Like you should be dead. You don't know how you're not. You don't know how you're alive, but you're alive and you really want to be, but you can't. I do speak for all women. It scared me. My mom had like scare of a second heart attack. I know everyone's like, what do you call that? Cardio pulsing. The cardio pulse above 47. That's how I know it has. It's not really, doesn't really have a name at all. I couldn't even get out of my chair. She's like, Amber, come help, come help. And I was like, I can't even fucking get off the couch and you're scaring me. And I know you didn't mean to, but oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like calling everybody. Nobody was fucking home. Paramedics made it eventually. I just like rolled their marbles on the floor. That's true though. I couldn't even get up in time. She's scaring me. I'm almost falling back down, and then it was like giving me a fucking heart attack. I would catch you off guard, that's for sure. Yes, for sure. I want to get my daughter a rag doll. That is really confusing her. They call me a rag top, not just because of my hair, because of my ethnicity and everything. It just. Oh, yeah. I wish I could talk to the kids tonight because I'm feeling like I'm in a teaching lesson. Teaching. What the fuck? Anyway, graphs sometimes go in cones, like the point. The cone, the point of like verbal arguments. You have to map them out on a cone. And that's politics usually. I turned my lungs to stone, I think. Exercising lots. It was a year before the year that I had my daughter. Me and my brother were hiking Mount Robson National Parkway, medicating all the sheep and whatever other animals we found up there. There was only going to be so many animals that at that time of year and time of day. Yeah, how many days? Oh my God. We didn't sleep. It was like a 2-day hike up like a cliff going up like this. A little trail going up like this. A hill going up like that. 2 days up. How many minutes down? 45 minutes down. Medicating the sheep and stuff up there. I love animals too, just like my daughter. The kids, I better stop mine. They all really like animals. Yeah. I said they didn't like rabbits and bunnies. Like, is it possible that we could have them? And I was like, no, they're supposed to be for when I find a new place, but if not, I'm just gonna give the one that's healthy away. Because I came back from the Navy and was advised to kill the one bunny that was having seizures because it was a fucking Russian bunny anyway. Somehow, Russians made their way into the pet store. Not a big deal. Big deal, not a big deal. Just let it out. Dogs ate it. I scared the crap out of the kids, though. Yeah. I'm turning into a little Inuit, a little Eskimo. Inside out. First off, it was a fashion show. I'm gonna buy all these moccasins and wear them, wear my fleece and do all my stuff. I'm still gonna be, like, I don't know, sleek black, like a, like a, like a, I don't know, this person. I'm buying my daughter a glow-in-the-dark blanket. It's got stars. It says peace and happy, and comfort, harmony. And that's me on it, I think, too, modeling. I was sick, so they thought, well, aren't mothers always sick? I said, yeah, but usually they're like, sure. Anyway, I shouldn't joke about that because that's me when I was skinny and bad shot making me look young or something. How the fuck do I recognize myself anyway? I don't know. I'm just too fucking weird. I love it. Hey, I didn't realize how much that might actually help showing you that modeling photo. I'm started puking again, so I might get skinny all over again. And just remember, I do not give a fuck about being fat. I don't give a fuck about being skinny. I could be fat. I could be skinny. It's just I haven't had the choice since I was like I think it started at age 6 after I got the chicken pox. I just have acid reflux. My lungs hurt. I feel like I'm on fire. You know, I cough. I cough so hard I puke. Why would you put food back in there after you puke, though? I know everyone says that. Trying to be nice. It didn't work. Talk too fast. When you make your stomach really, really, like you'll put it'll like drop and sag because it's just already like soft from you puking. And then it drops like this and then it knots. And then you got a flacked out stomach. It really does. The weirdest thing. What is that? Touching a human stomach. Just before I went home, actually. Last time I was in the hospital, sometimes seemingly doing nothing on blowing off steam because it was sad. Yeah, I don't know what names have to do with anything. I have a good reputation. But Johanski to let me hold a human stomach. Should I tell people? Fuck. Is it, the galaxy slime? Like that. But in mass scale, like this much. It's just like galaxy slime. It's weird. I never graduated that far to stomach anatomy. That's why I always have another doctor there, and I don't seem very important. And people wonder if I'm a crazy person like the rest of the people in the prison. I work at the prison as a guard and everything and all that stuff because I'm not very important and I'm young. I'm very important though, but anyway, for thieves and all that stuff. To be a thief in Canada, to be a thief in Prince George, you are such a fucking monster and you have done so many things wrong, illegal, criminal to make you get that far, and you're so bad once you reach theft over 5,000. Yeah. The ones that we get anyway. Some people get theft over 5,000. They're like, you stole thrifted stuff because there was a lot of confusion in the house. Which I hope never fucking happens. I don't want to start over. I was just getting caught up on everything. Yeah. I want to catch this guy dumpster diving in around the alleyway. He says he's on the street. because his mom and dad died. And it's like he has a cyst in his fucking brain, man. Well, he didn't know who the fuck I am. He still does, and he probably will one day, maybe. Doubt it. Trying to be rude. But his brother is a brain injured, brain damaged patient of the prison. And he's dumpster diving, which is a crime. It's so filthy is why it's a crime. He spread germs. His brother is. And I remember him saying his mom and dad are dead. I wouldn't go looking for a family, but it might be a good way to wonder why I've always hated that fucking disabled person. He doesn't look Canadian. No. Like, Canadian eyes are slanted to the point that they look round, like they're outside. They're slanted till they look around. Not round till they look slanted. You know, if your family fucking died. You know, the police said, Amber, if you weren't so fucking rich, I'd take you somewhere and make sure you were okay. I was like, oh. I'm saying I want to get married again, and nobody's even fucking listening. The point of talking about Drew, and it was not to give him a bad reputation. I don't know what the fuck he wants. But if he ever decided to like me, like to just make that connection and see if it builds and grows and whatever, I don't even know if I could forgive him because he didn't tell me what he actually wanted. He never does. So if you're evading me, I don't mean to be a creep, okay? Just curiosity killed the cat right there. You're just the kind of humor I like because you're really intelligent. I should buy Coral this book. What animal am I thinking of? A fun clue-based game for 3 to 6 years old. It's only $11. Oh, I'm kind of getting tired. If I try, it won't be the right kind of wind, I swear. I mean, what's wrong with having kids? It's just that if Coral can't get the approved stamp from us and the new boyfriend, then she can't. Like, I want her to be able to come over and have sleepovers and then have Kobe's as like her main place. Right. And who the fuck? I can't take care of a baby right away. Like, I'd be trying really hard. And it would be better the second time because it wouldn't be a hip replacement, too. But, yeah, it'd be. You could chalk it off, too. You'd be like, oh, we don't need to have kids, but if we do have kids, I have, like, viable proof that I'm not a fucking douchebag. And then I'll just be like, you're a douchebag. And I can prove that. It's written on every letter that you send. Coming off from front to the next, yeah. Drew Pyron fucking sent me mail once. And it was like lettering, like thick and thick and thin. And I was like, will you come to my birthday party? And he didn't have a date. And I was like, it's true, I actually depressed Kobe. And Kobe's like, fucking A, that guy's actually fucking depressed. And it's just always so funny because he's cracking jokes. And I knew what it meant, but I'd throw you a fucking birthday party. I would, with all my zillion friends. I have the same problem too. I have never had friends, but not like enough to have my own party where it's safe and like nobody's gonna get raped or drugged by chance. I'd rather have a party that there's like no chance. Well, all my friends just come to my show because I'm Upshaw. And these days, Paris, the music videos are fake. I'm fatter these days. It's not even fat. It's all muscle. It really is. Just don't know how to talk about it. Okay.